Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review. And for the subject of this video, I'm going to be discussing one of the more controversial movies of the 1980s. And for some reason, it's gotten a lot of praise as one of the best films of all time, one of the best films of the 80s. I don't know why. It's definitely the most disturbing movie, probably for all time for me. And it's definitely one of my, I mean, this is one of the worst movies of all time, not the best one. I didn't like this movie at all. And it happened to be the 1986 David Lynch movie, or so-called quote-unquote masterpiece, Blue Velvet. Like I said, 1986. My father got the stupid movie, so because he liked all the sex stuff in it. Because it was so crazy, so he likes the movie. Remember, I think it stinks. So it's Isabel Rossellini, Carl McLachlan, Dennis Hopper, and Laura Dern in this thing. Well, this movie actually does kind of start off as a mystery, and if it stayed as a mystery, you probably would have liked it more. I probably would have at least given a little more respect to it, but it didn't stay that way. For the movie starts off as a nice little town, sunny, nice little town in the Midwest someplace, and a guy gets strangled by a garden hose and almost gets killed in a coma or something. His son, played by Carl McLachlan, comes home from college to be with his father, take care of his hardware store or something, because his father owned a hardware store in the town. And it's one particular day on his way from the hardware store to home, he cuts across his field and he finds this human ear. And if he stays with that mysteries of who does this ear belong to, he does report it to the cops, because they haven't known the police captain. And so he does a little digging and he finds out that there's this mysterious opera singer named Isabella Rossellini. And of course he gets involved with her somehow. And he decides and he works with the police captain's daughter, Laura Dern, who was very early in her career at that point. And he says, oh, we're going to break into this lady's apartment. So he pretends to be I don't know how in the world they connected to this woman, to this ear. That Carl McLachlan found. But he does happen to. This is one of those crazy twists that you have in a movie like this. So he tracks her down, and he does get into an apartment, pretends to be an exterminator, steals a key, or an extra key to an apartment, and they canvass her undressed, and then he sees, and then of course Isabel Rossellini's character does catch him in the closet, holds a knife to her, threatens to kill him, and then of course that's when the Dennis Hopper character shows up, and he plays this guy named Frank, who pretty much likes to inhale oxygen. At first I thought it was nitrous oxide, but it happens to be oxygen, and he starts going crazy. It calls her mommy all the time, and starts having rapes her in the apartment. It's a pretty gruesome scene too. Even though he doesn't unzip his pants or anything, but they go through the acts. The sex act, or the rape act, I like to call it. And it's so freaking disturbing. It's not even funny. And then it finds out that the cops were investigating, or the police captain was investigating this Frank guy, because he felt it was a bunch of demented shit that he was into. And then of course we found out that the now singer had a husband and a kid who's been kidnapped by this Frank character. And because the Hopper character will kill Isabel Rossellini's husband and kid if she doesn't do what he tells her to do. So that's why he comes into the apartment, has sex with her, and beats her up, and pretty much terrorizes her. And Kyle MacLachlan's character is trying to stop all this stuff. Which, of course, doesn't work until, of course, he gets caught by Dennis Hopper. And he gets dragged along into this little band here. Into this little tour that goes to this club where you see Dean Stockwell, who is known for being in the Quantum League television series. But then you have, then Kyle MacLachlan gets beat up by Frank and his goons. Then you have, for some reason they do triumph for some crazy way. They do triumph at the end of this thing. One of the most disturbing parts of it, because Kyle MacLachlan decides does have sex with the Isabella Rossellini character in the apartment, and she says to her, like, touch my booty, and like how my breast feel, I mean, most disturbing stuff. I mean, this stuff doesn't even. Not even a porn movie is this disturbing to watch. Not even into porn and all, but even porn movies have a bad plot than this. Now that's how bad this stuff is. And then Kyle MacLachlan decides to, was tied to who he loves more, Laura Dern character or Isabella Rossellini. Even though Isabella Rossellini is much older, a little more sexier. And then, of course, at one particular point where the Kyle MacLachlan character goes to Laura Dern's house to pick her up for a date, and then all of a sudden you see Isabella Rossellini naked. Right there in the front lawn, drops her off, and there's other guys who's giving Kyle MacLachlan crap and saying, "Hey, is that your mother?" And then they find out that it wasn't. And then, well, they're in the police captain's house, which is Laura Dern's father in the film. Isabella Rossellini says he put his disease in me. Instead of saying, "Oh, we had sex," she doesn't say that. She does say he put his disease in me. I mean, come on. I mean, it's so disturbing and it's so sick. This particular film, but of course, you know what happens at the end. The cops they do bust into Frank's lair, found where it was, and Isabella Rossellini does get her kid back, but I think the cops do kill her. I think if I remember the movie, it's been a while since I've seen it. The cops do find her husband that was killed, I believe. I believe her husband was killed, but they were able to save the son. At the end, you do see Isabella Rossellini reuniting with the kid at the end of the film, and that's pretty much how it ends. But the film is so damn disturbing. And I have seen a list on the Cinephiles, which is a group I belong to on Facebook, and one of the administrators there puts a list on, because it was some magazine or something, put up a list of the 10 greatest horror films of all time, and they put Blue Velvet on the list. And I responded to that post and said, "Blue Velvet horror movie? You gotta be kidding. There's not a horror movie. It's perverted. It's disgusting. And it is directed by David Lynch. And David Lynch is I think he's disturbed altogether. But to say that this is a horror movie, it's like it insults anybody's intelligence. To say that Blue Velvet is a horror movie, if there was the NC-17 rating at that time, we probably would have got an NC-17 movie, because that's how preferred this particular film is. So to say that this is a quote-unquote great film, I mean, come on. I mean, I saw this almost 30 years ago when it came out, I hated it. I just hated it. And I still don't like it. I mean, I have seen it a couple of times after I originally went to the movie out and I found out about the video, but then when I tried to get into it, I still don't like it. I'm still not convinced that the Blue Velvet is the greatest movie of all time. And if you want to really see a good review on it, I think it's still on YouTube. The Cisco and Ebert. Rest in peace for those two guys. I mean, gotta love those guys. Even though they suffered with cancer, and both of them did. Uh, but then but Gene Siskel kind of liked the movie, kind of positive review, but Roger Ebert really blasted this film, and it really does deserve to be blasted because it's a terrible movie. As if you like a movie that's depraved and perverted, this is the movie for you guys. But for me, no, it's a horrible film. The thing I like about it is I do like Isabel Rossellini's performance. I do like her performance in it. I do like the performances, even though it is, particularly the top character, it is pretty campy. I mean, he does camp up a little bit. Not too much, just enough that you say, you gotta be kidding me with this guy. But I do like the acting in it. I mean, the acting is fine, but they deserve to be in a better film. These actors deserve to be in a better film. And that's why I'm not such a huge fan of David Lynch. You know, anything he's done is I remember he directed Blue Velvet. This is the guy who directed Blue Velvet, and I hated the film. So I haven't seen anything that David Lynch has made since then. You know, he made the Twin Peaks TV series, but that's about it. I refuse, and pretty much after this movie, I refuse to see anything that he's directed because of that. Because his movie is so terrible. Because Blue Velvet is so terrible. In my eyes, I don't see why anybody gives praise to this film. Who knows? Maybe those of you out there who are watching this video could maybe explain that to me. Why this movie's got any praise at all? But for me, it just. Hey, I mean, that doesn't do a thing. This movie does not do a thing for me. But we figure this is one of those few movies that's in my movie collection that I haven't really discussed. So I figured give this film a chance. And this is my review of Blue Velvet. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Feel free to comment on it. And please, those of you who are out there, please explain to me why this movie's got the praise that it has. Even though I think it stinks, it's a horrible film. The acting I don't mind, but the performances I don't mind at all. But the movie is horrible. It is a terrible movie. Doesn't do a thing for me. Please feel free to click on. Please rate it. Feel free to comment on. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.